Call of Duty used to be the cool kid of first-person shooters. Nobody was able to challenge them. Their throne was inevitable. But why have they fallen off? Why are we at where we are today?
Playtime is over when Nikki drops in.
There's a lot of questions that could be answered, and what just happened recently could give a big indication to Activision as to what is going wrong with their franchise. Hey guys, we're back here. Just wanted to come out with a short video, something talking about a really big phenomenon that happened just about a couple weeks ago. I'm a little late to this. It's basically what's happening with Modern Warfare 2019. A lot of you remember that. There's a lot of fond memories out there in the Call of Duty community of Modern Warfare 2019 because it was how the Call of Duty was brought back to its glory days, right? This is the same time around when Warzone came out. It was during COVID, which a lot of us were indoors playing games. So Warzone, Modern Warfare 2019, all those things released during that time. And that kind of brought a big player count up to Call of Duty once again, because it kind of been in a slump for a while. After Black Ops 4, World War II, Infinite Warfare, we were kind of down. We were down ever since, I'd say, Black Ops 3. We kind of went in a downward spiral.
Oh, how can it get any worse?
And then Modern Warfare came out, and it got a lot of people back on the train. I will be honest, Modern Warfare 2019 was not like my favorite Call of Duty of all time as far as the multiplayer goes.
You, sir, are a moron.
Didn't really play it a whole lot. I finally got it like late in its life cycle, and I played it because you'll see on this film that I'm going to show you, I recently captured this. This is from back, I did the camo challenges back in the day. That was awful, by the way. I'm glad it's gotten a little bit simpler in the camo challenges, but that's a topic for another day. Biggest point is I didn't really play it a whole lot back when it first came out. What I hopped in more to was Warzone. And I think there's a good amount of people who would agree with that Warzone really kind of took the world by storm. It was my first real battle royale, and to this day, it's my favorite battle royale. So I loved Warzone. And to that note, I also liked Modern Warfare 2019. The only thing I'd say with its multiplayer was the maps. But I wanted to talk specifically about why it is coming back today, as of like 2 weeks ago. Remember, this is 2019 was when this game came out, so this has been a little bit since it's been at the forefront. Right now we're on Black Ops 7. But just a couple weeks ago, Steam came out with a sale for Modern Warfare 2019 and was selling it for $6. Yeah, you heard that right, $6.
Wow, that sounds like a really good deal.
That is perplexing to me because deep down, I am a Call of Duty fan. My first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2, and from there, I've played almost every Call of Duty. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played every one because there's been years that I dipped out and I didn't try it. Ghosts was an example of that, Infinite Warfare. I have always loved Call of Duty when I get one that I like, if that makes sense. Like, I have that Call of Duty that I love, and I just can't get enough of the gameplay loop. So I'm definitely in that crowd. But I'm saying all this to tell you that I'm a fan of all the Call of Duties in the past, and I've wanted to play old ones before, like Modern Warfare 2, like Black Ops, etc. But something really annoying happens with Activision, and it's a trait of being a big video game company that pisses me off a bit. But something really obnoxious is that if you go onto any platform, this can be console or Steam, it's the same. Go on a time when Call of Duty is not on sale. It doesn't matter how old the Call of Duty is. I'm talking like Modern Warfare back in the day to now. They are selling all those games full price if they are not on sale.
What?
Which just blows my mind. I don't know how a game from that long ago could be that price still. You can be telling them like, oh, well, it has the campaign. The campaign's awesome and the multiplayer's still there. And if it's a Black Ops title, it has zombies. Yeah, that's true, but the whole point of these games, what's fun about them, is playing with people or against people. And I don't know if you've ever tried going onto an old Call of Duty these days without help of like Plutonium or some other app on the internet. It is almost unplayable. You will be in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby looking for a game and just free-for-all for like 20 minutes. And then you finally find one and it's full of hackers or some other stuff. or your connection is bad. It's not a very playable experience. So you are telling me, Activision, that I have to pay $60 for a game that came out however long ago. We're talking some of these 15 years ago. I got to pay that much for that. It's just ridiculous. It makes no sense to me why they still keep it at that. But let's change that. Let's say it goes on sale, right? Trust me, I've looked at this many times. These games go on sale. I'm talking like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. They go on sale. Most of the time, the lowest they'll go is $20 or $15. Now, again, some of you are probably saying, oh, well, that's a pretty good price. I'm looking at the content. I'm looking at what I get for the dollars that I'm spending. And I just don't see the value in it. I love Modern Warfare 2, but I'm not going to spend that much money for a game where I'm going to have to wait 20 minutes to get into a match and play with a lobby of 5 people. That's just not in it for me. And I love the campaign. It's not good enough to warrant that price tag. A little comparison I'll give to you is we have these Call of Duty games that are old, that are great, but now they've lost a bit of their value just because they don't have the same multiplayer experience. Multiplayer is what makes these games super, super fun. And you just don't have that anymore. Whereas they're selling these for $20 and $15. Let's look at another game from single player genre. And this one I've talked about before, but The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I bought that game, and I bought it twice. When I had just console on Xbox, I had to buy it there. It was the same price as when I just bought it recently on Steam again. I can buy The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, its full entire game, one of the best RPGs, game of the year in its year that it was there, one of the best games of all time. All of its DLC, which those of you who have played The Witcher 3 know that each of their DLCs can almost be a game in and of itself. Great stories. I can get all of that. They have had it on sale before for $10. $10 for all that. And that is not going to get you half of the game. That's not going to get you half the content because it's a single player game. You are going to get everything as soon as you buy it. So that's just the comparison that I look at and I'm like, how is Call of Duty still selling for that much? So you can see my surprise when a couple weeks ago I saw Modern Warfare 2019 on sale for $6. I've never seen a Call of Duty get that low, let alone one that's not really that old. I mean, that's 2019. That's not that far ago. And it's honestly a lot of some people's favorite Call of Duty. They just love it so much. And I don't want to talk too much about the game itself. I just want to talk about why this resurgence is happening. When there's a new Call of Duty right now, there's Black Ops 7 right there for us. But why is no one playing it? The points that I'm going to make, they're not anything really new. What it comes down to is Black Ops 7. I've seen stuff. I have not played the campaign. I've played the multiplayer. Not a big fan. Campaign completely obliterates anything that Call of Duty once stood for. I've seen this. I don't need to play it to understand how bad it is. I've seen the reviews, and it looks nothing like what we should be having.
Take that thing down!
You sure? What if we hurt Harper?
Watch out for the ring! Bomb's coming out!
And I think it's a big showing. One, when you price your things accordingly, Activision, people will come and play them. They like your products. Just like give it to us at a price that's reasonable. Don't expect us to go in unless it's on sale and buy it for $60 like it just came out the other day. I should not be having to pay $60 to play Black Ops 1 in the year 2026. Second thing that is huge about this, and really the last big point that I want to make, why is Modern Warfare 2019 blowing up so much? Why was there this high player count, an amount that was really going over the amount that Black Ops 7 had it currently? And the reason why this is happening is, one, the wallet, but two, Call of Duty fans are trying to show you, Activision, what they want more of. Again, I'm not trying to tell you that I want every Call of Duty to be Modern Warfare 2019, because like I said, it wasn't my absolute favorite, but I liked it. What people are getting drawn back to is the more grounded, realistic look of Call of Duty. Now, I don't want to get on my high horse and say that I never like anything eccentric or weird in Call of Duty. I do. To be honest, like, there have been some skins and stuff that I have bought. Yeah, I'm victim to it. I have bought some. Back when we were in Caldera in Warzone, I bought the Rambo skin when they came out with that. I like that. That was a really cool skin to me. But the big point with that was that it did not detract from the whole aesthetic and everything else in the game. It still looked like it fit in the game. When we start getting different skins and things that don't look like they belong, that's what people are getting pissed off about. That's what they're not wanting to return to.
Pull up in a monster automobile gangster. Bang, 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 bang.
What the hell am I looking at?
And that's what we've got a lot of in Black Ops 7. The bad thing with Black Ops 7 is not just the cosmetics. That's one thing people could probably live with if the rest of the game had a good tone. The thing that they can't stand with is even the campaign. The campaign sets the tone for the Call of Duty. That's the biggest thing that we've always seen. Back in the day, you got maps based off of campaign missions. And that's what made them good. Like, some of the best games we've had really great campaigns and multiplayers because they just took maps from the campaign and formulated them for multiplayer gameplay. So it's not a mystery Call of Duty. It's not a mystery Activision. Your fans want the grounded. They want the stuff that feels realistic and just bring back the coolness and edginess of Call of Duty. You know, a lot of people miss that time when it was just a military shooter. It wasn't realistic. No one's going to ever come back and say that it was some mil sim or something. But it had at least a sense of seriousness. Like, this is war, and people like that. In Modern Warfare 2019, just playing it again recently, I can tell you, like, yeah, this feels more akin to what we had back in the day, and there's no wonder why it blew up at the time. It's what we felt and loved back in the day in a modern form. I'll argue and say it's not as good as maps, but again, that can be fixed. If your tone is right, a lot of things will fix themselves, and that's just what Call of Duty has lost. So, again, didn't want to make this a huge video. I want to talk more about Call of Duty in the future because I'm a big fan of it. I love it. It's probably my favorite multiplayer game. Again, don't throw the rocks at me. I know that that's kind of a controversial take, but I really love Call of Duty. I want to see it get back to where it has been before, and even recently. Like, I honestly thought Black Ops 6 was pretty good. I liked Modern Warfare 2019. There are things in these recent Call of Duties that I've liked, but I would like us to get on a more consistent basis. I don't think Call of Duty fans require a lot. We just need that basic fun, but we need it to be in that tone that still gives us that sense of seriousness, that sense that we are in a military shooter. We are in something that is dangerous to our characters. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing Modern Warfare again recently. It was a lot of fun to hop back in and kind of get those feelings and really just get a perspective of what has changed and what we can do going forward. Because I would love to see this franchise get back to where it needs to be, as would many others. And yeah, hope to see you in the next one.